Hey, it's your boy Bobby Beach here. I want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is Kanan in his prime. That's what we're going to be talking about. Now, Kanan, when it comes down to it with him, he's the character in Power that we all know. 50 Cent played him. He's pretty much the guy who's been around Ghost and Tommy. He was their big brother. He's also the guy said to be like the main man to them. Like in terms of he was the guy that they were influenced by. Like they were influenced by him. They followed him a lot. Now, when we got to Power, by the time we got to the series, Kanan was already in prison, and he was pretty much not the guy anymore. It was Ghost. Ghost was running everything, with Tommy being right there with him. But what was Kanan like in his prime? That's what we need to find out about. Now, basically, we didn't see Kanan in his prime in Power. We saw him, pretty much coming back. He wanted to get revenge on Ghost. He wanted to do whatever. He was just doing a whole lot of mess here at the side. It was pretty much like when we got to the series, he was Ghost's dude. Ghost looked up to him, but then he came back as an enemy, and then he went back to being an ally. He pretty much went back and forth. But by the time we, all of that, at the end of the day, how things went with Kanan is pretty much they went to where they went. And I don't want to say it if you have not seen the series, but we've never seen Kanan in his prime. Now, basically, I'm thinking we are going to get a chance to see Kanan in his prime, and it'll probably be in Raising Kanan, but it's not going to be early in the series. What I mean by that is basically right now we're seeing Kanan starting up. This is him becoming who he is. Now, Kanan in his prime. When I think we're going to see Kanan get to his prime, I want to say maybe about season 3, maybe even season 4, depending on how the story goes. See, Raising Kanan is a story that takes place in 1991. By the time we get to Power, like first Power, we're talking about like a good, 2015, 14-ish. And basically, a lot of stuff has went down by that time. So Kanan in his prime would be like early to mid 2000s, something along those lines. So with this show being like 1991, we're talking about possibly like we're gonna get a decade or more worth of time of him becoming who he is. He's gonna become who he is in terms of like being Kanan, but then eventually we're gonna have to see Kanan running stuff. So basically there was a time when he was running stuff and Ghost was there and Tommy was there. And Ghost, I want to say, was more than likely Kanan's right-hand man. Breeze fits into here somehow. Now, where does Breeze fit at? I'm not really sure. I think with Raising Kanan, we're going to find out where Breeze fits. But the whole thing is like, where does Ghost fit? Because obviously there was a conflict between Ghost and Breeze, and a lot of people believing that Breeze was the one who killed Ghost's father, and Ghost may have gotten revenge on Breeze, or maybe a situation where Breeze and Ghost was just going at it or whatever, or Breeze was just messing stuff up when something happened. So it was a situation where basically we never got Kanan in his prime. Now, in terms of him being in his prime, I think he was probably on a level of like we're talking about beyond. So maybe Kane from the New Jack City, maybe like LL and In Too Deep. There's so many ways his prime could be, but we really don't know. All I know is that with Ghost is more of this dude Ghost went higher than they ever did. Ghost was in he was up there. He was living in a building with doctors and lawyers and everybody like that. So Ghost was the one who got to the level, but he went even higher. So I wonder, how high did Kanan get in terms of what level did Kanan go to? Did he went to that level where he was living with doctors and lawyers too, or was it a situation where he just was living in a really good neighborhood, but he was still doing what he do? Because the thing about Kanan and Ghost wanted to be like up there with the top people. He wanted to be up there. Where Kanan was probably like, I'm still on my street stuff. Sort of like Tommy. Tommy wanted to be at the top too, but he was still on his street stuff. And I think Tommy kind of does things like how Kanan does. So Tommy will always admire Ghost. Tommy will always, be there with Ghost. But I think Kanan was the one that Tommy admired the most. I think they both admired Kanan, but Ghost just looked at things the way he did, and Kanan looked at things the way he did. And Tommy kind of was with Ghost on some stuff, but he really did look up to what Kanan was doing. So us getting Kanan in his prime is something that would be really cool. I am looking forward to seeing that. That is something I think that will eventually happen. If I had to predict it again, it will be maybe season 2, season 3 of Raising Kanan. So we're going to be getting Kanan in his prime. But I just want to say that it is your boy Bobby Beast here. I just want to say much love, much respect. Hold it down, and 1.